Those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Arizona Cardinals. The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
Returning from his end zone is Ty Johnson.
And ultimately, he stopped right. Been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Tannehill to throw on the first play. And that is incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Tannehill going to get this forward on the jet sweep. And he's got room. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. And the tight end goes in motion left. A first carry for the Canadian-born Chuba. And oh, he coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Eagles. The big fella. Past the 20. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Let's face it, everybody at the start of a game has a mental image of how they expected to go, and I think that was going exactly as they scripted it offensively. Moving the ball well, seemingly in control, and that fumble, that's got to be a little bit deflating, don't you think?
Yeah, foiled the whole plan there, turned the ball over. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders, and he is going to lose yardage here. Excellent work by Marcus Golden shooting into the backfield for the stop.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
On 2nd and 12, Tua to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They fumbled the last time they had the football. Fortunate that it only led to a field goal. 3-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. He's got a man complete. And he'll be be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. A big play like that looks familiar, doesn't it? Like we saw a week ago, reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Nothing wrong with being explosive. Nothing wrong with being electric. Nothing wrong with carrying it over from the previous week. Off to a really, really hot start.
Tannehill on first down.
Looking for Mims, but this is intercepted.
Picked off by Avonte Maddox.
And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 33.
It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
Tua now on first down. Over the middle, he's got Watkins.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Just a yard to go here on second down.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Right back to Sanders on first down. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Alexander Johnson finding his way behind the line and quickly to the football.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Trying for Sanders, but this is intercepted.
Jalen Thompson picks it.
And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Now Tannehill with a little touch pass to his wideout.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Tannehill. His throw incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Tannehill on 3rd down.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to pass. Tua. He'll buy some time right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even giving up a defensive touchdown.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He is going to find Hill here. And he's going to get this up to the 24-yard line. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
So free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. This is fielded at the 20s. Now the ball comes loose. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Tua now on 1st down. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Tua. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. On the counter now, it's Sanders. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. The kick by Elliott is good. And 2 field goals now mean they take a rare 6-2 lead. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. Trey McBride with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cardinals have moved out in front. Extra point good by Prater, and that gives them a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
42 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
To throw again on second down. Tua.
That swung out wide to Sanders.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly.
And that's caught inside the 35. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 30. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 11 now. Tua flush to his right. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
A 3rd field goal in the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa, flushed out right, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Brian Burns flying in there and dropping it for the sack.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through. And that one winds up no good.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. On first down, it's Tannehill. That's caught inside the 20.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
Tannehill going to get this forward on the jet sweep.
And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Denzel Mims
with his 16th touchdown of the year.
And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Prater for the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
Quez Watkins.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Eagles have got it back to within a score.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator's a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Play action. It's Tannehill. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side.
Tannehill intercepted again.
Picked up by James Bradbury.
And the Eagles are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
And going deep for Hill. It got his man complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Tyreek Hill, 88 yards.
And the Eagles will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room.
DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now a first down throw, Tannehill.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Tannehill.
Quickly into the hands of Mims. Driving for the goal line, but he's marked down short. And with no timeouts, no chance to get the field goal unit out there. And frustration going to set in, as that is going to be how this first half will come to a close.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead seeding. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Another run here with Sanders. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
It's a second down run with Sanders. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. 30, 10, and they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the third quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On play action, here's Tua.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Cards are going to take possession of the football.
First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field.
Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked.
Jordan Davis
brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Slot man moves right. To try again after the sack. Tannehill. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
He'll air this one out for Mims.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal.
Now Tannehill with a little touch pass to his wideout.
And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Hubbard.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Tannehill going to get this forward on the jet sweep.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. On 4th down, Tannehill. Touchdown! 3 touchdown passes now for Ryan Tannehill.
And the Cards' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Extra point good by Prater. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Tua. Eluding the pressure right.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
In motion right is Watkins. To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Tua.
And going deep for Hill. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Eagles. Tyreek Hill. with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. To throw is Tannehill. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
To a hit, and the ball is out. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. The 40, the 30, 10, and they bring this one back. A scoop and score, a fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And a big turning point here in the second half, Charles, after that play.
All you're trying to do is change momentum, flip things around for your team. You're just trying to take the ball away. But how about when you take it away and score? That really changes things.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Tua going to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? And now the red flag out on the field. We'll have a challenge forthcoming. So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. The kick by Elliott is good, and that'll bring him back within a point. Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense to get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. And we've got a dandy here. A one-point game as we begin the fourth. On 1st and 10, Tannehill.
This is taken in by McBride. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Back to throw, Tannehill. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Tannehill throwing again.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Steps away to his left. Caught left side, Hopkins.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. And it's caught. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown.
Denzel Mims
from 21 yards away.
And the Cardinals get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Prater for the extra point. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8, so logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. In motion right is Watkins. From the 44, Tua. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. In motion, Hill. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. And this is caught by Watkins.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
This offense so far on third down, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on 3rd down. I mean, you just need a yard or 2 to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Tannehill. He gets this one to Hubbard, complete. And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. First down in the red zone.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Over the middle, caught by Mims. And the Cardinals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Now Tannehill with a little touch pass to his right out.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. Tannehill going to throw it. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Fletcher Cox able to record his 5th sack of the season. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Now Tannehill. Zach Ertz has it complete. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. Here we go on 4th. Tannehill. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Now Prater to add the PAT. And the lead is up to 15 now. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Up the middle they go with Sanders. Oh, what a nice tackle there. That will hardly move the needle at all offensively. A very short game.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and While that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
On third down, they turn to Sanders.
Oh, he'll wind up losing yardage on the play. You cannot have that. And also, fourth down now.
Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. In motion, Hill.
Fourth down, fourth quarter. Here's Tua.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked up by Javon Holland.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Throwing now, Tannehill.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. Second down coming up.
And they just took a timeout. With 2 seconds to go, this one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Tannehill. This is caught, and he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Well, Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those